harsh cold winds, light snow showers, and decreased sun exposure are just 3 elements of flaw that are detrimental to our natural hair, especially when talking about moisture. In this third and final video of the Tips for Natural Hair Care for the Fall Season series, I'll share a couple tips on how to retain moisture in your natural hair during the fall and winter seasons. There's no way you can talk about retaining moisture in your hair without talking about protective styling. By twisting or braiding your hair, it helps to lock moisture in your hair longer than it would if it was out. When our hair is unprotected, it is easier for the cold wind to draw moisture out of our hair and cause the curly ends of our hair to wrap around each other, which can cause tangles and lead to breakage. In the last video, I modified the protective style that I showed in the first video, and now it's time to moisturize. It's best to moisturize your hair every 2 to 3 days to help combat dryness, but since I went a whopping 4 days without moisturizing my hair, I'm going to use a moisturizing agent to help. I'm using the Jessie Curls 2 Shea Extra Moisturizing Conditioner, and just as I did with the Weekly Deep Conditioner, I am loving these ingredients. To moisturize my hair, I completely saturate it with water, and then I added the 2 Shea Extra Moisturizing Conditioner. The product claims to be thick, but I found it rather light, which was great for my hair. Please note that only using water is sufficient when moisturizing your hair on a regular basis. Once completely rinsed out, my hair was soft and well moisturized, so I'll definitely be using this again if I go over 2 to 3 days without moisturizing my hair. When moisturizing your hair, it's a good idea to plan ahead to make sure you have enough time for your hair to dry. You don't want to get sick, and you don't want your hair to break off due to it freezing because of the cold temperatures outside. When you're in a hurry, use a microfiber towel like the hand dry that soaks up excess water quickly and won't frizz your hair even if it's in twists. According to the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, the United States winters average at about 33 degrees, while the Energy Information Administration shows that U.S. households hold their heat at a high of 75 degrees. Both factors are crucial when trying to hold moisture in natural hair. This is why it's a great idea to get a humidifier. If you can't afford a humidifier, there are some easy homemade alternatives to getting the same effect, such as using boiling water, make a sponge humidifier, using steam from a shower, or using a bowl of warm water. Here I'll show you how to use boiling water and use a bowl of warm water to create a homemade humidifier. Before transporting the pot of boiling water from your stove to your room, make sure you wear a pot holder to make sure you prevent yourself from burns. Also, make sure you're walking slowly up to your room to prevent any injuries. Do you see how the vaporized water is creating humidity in the room? To create a homemade humidifier for a larger room, take a medium-sized bowl and fill it with warm water. Place it near each heat vent in the room. Every time the heat comes up, the water will produce a vapor that will produce humidity in the room. To create a potpourri effect to your homemade humidifier, add a couple drops of essential oils to the water. And lastly, when choosing the best oils for sealing in moisture and natural hair, we have jojoba oil, extra virgin olive oil, and castor oil. Jojoba oil is similar to sebum, which is the natural oil that your scalp produces on its own. Extra virgin olive oil is a great option for dry, thick, coarse hair and can also be used to treat scalp conditions. Castor oil is a great oil when trying to do hot oil treatments, but please be aware this oil is also a humectant, so if you have dry natural hair, I would avoid using this oil in the cooler months. For more information on humectants, please refer to the first video in this series. Well, that's it for the Tips for Natural Hair Care for the Fall Season video series. I hope the information presented here was helpful to you, and if you missed any of the previous videos, please click the leaves and it will take you to the corresponding video. As always, thanks for watching.